Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Hannah. I also want to just say thank you. We gained 7 subscribers from the last video, so we're up to 31 subscribers now. So keep sharing the videos so that we can get up to 100 and we can do our giveaway. If you're new here and you don't know about the giveaway, sorry, that's a dog if you can hear that. We have a giveaway going on from when I opened my Jeffree Star Supreme Mystery Box. We're giving away the Blue Blood palette. So we'll leave that in the description and up here in the cards, whatever side it goes to. So go check it out. So today's video is a little bit different. I wanted to do kind of like a series because if I made like one long video it would take forever. So this is the first part in a 2-part series on fake makeup. So basically we're going to talk about what it is, what it contains, how to kind of stop it and like spread the word about it, and also talking about like the companies, like the actual brands themselves, and what they have to say about it and what they do to take action into stopping people from making them. Also, I have a lot of information on this, so I have my computer right here, so if I look down a lot, it's because I'm making sure that I'm keeping track on like what I'm saying. Also, I just want to say that I'm not trying to bash anyone. This is strictly like an educational video, so I tried not to get like conflicting information on anybody just because I don't want to get in trouble. Also, I'm not an expert on this. I strictly just did some searching around the internet and just figured I'd make a video on it because I find it really interesting, and I do believe that it's a real issue that we need to address and make sure that other people know about it. So yeah, anyways, the second part will be out next week, probably Saturday, I'm guessing. So make sure you stay tuned for that because they both kind of coincide with each other. So yeah, look out for that. So to start off, we're going to talk about what exactly is fake makeup. So fake makeup, they're not genuine brands. They are companies that are people that just make counterfeit cosmetics that are made to look like name brands, just to make some money out of them, but they don't actually have the same ingredients or have the same standards as what you would buy, like say in Sephora or Ulta or like any of the actual like legit online retailers. So we're going to talk about some of the ingredients that are in these cosmetics. So they've been tested in labs all around the country, just like when they find them. So there's been some pretty disturbing ingredients found in them. There's different kinds of metals that are found in them. They have some lead, mercury, aluminum, there's some arsenic found there, along with urine and feces. So I was pretty disturbed by that because I, for one, know that I would not want to be putting that on my face. Another reason why these cosmetics are so dangerous is because they're made in labs that aren't regulated. Actually, labs in the US or Canada aren't regulated either, but because those like main companies have like such high standards to like be held, they regulate themselves to make sure that like nobody's being harmed from using their makeup. But these counterfeit companies don't really care. They're just trying to make money. So they don't have any personal protective equipment, or if they do, there's probably not up to the standards that other companies use. And also they have like probably not like the cleanest workspaces. Lots of bacteria are found like in the cosmetics, so they don't have like the same like sanitary, I don't know what you'd call it, rules in place that other companies do. Also, I was just gonna talk about like the country that is like the biggest for sending them out, is China. But there are other companies or other countries that do export fake makeup, but China is by far the biggest. So now we're going to talk about why fake makeup is so big and why it's such a huge issue. So basically, fake makeup is such a big issue because when brands put out new cosmetics, everybody wants them. So then they usually sell out, or sometimes they're just like too expensive for people to get. So usually when they sell out, people go all over the internet to try and find them. And people will sometimes buy like more than one of like the product because there are resellers who sell it online for profit, just to make some money off of it. But then other people will find these counterfeit cosmetics and they actually think that they're getting like a really good deal on them because they're usually on the cheaper side. So then they'll purchase those, or just other people who like can't pay like the high prices of the brands. They will go and find these counterfeit cosmetics again, thinking they're getting a deal, and they'll buy them. So then basically when you're doing that, you're giving money to the people who are making the counterfeits. So then you're giving them the ability to make more. So, sorry, there's a fuzz. Basically, if you stumble across like these products online and you think, oh, like this is a really good deal, you're probably gonna want to buy it because they've gotten so good at imitating the packaging that it looks like the real thing. The colors are usually pretty similar. Also, they have the ability to make their websites look like the actual brand's websites, just by like making like a tiny difference in the URL. So you also have to watch out for that. But like, it's also, people will like look into it because people are probably aware of counterfeits, but then they see people like writing like really good reviews on the product saying, oh yeah, this is like a legit product, it's just the same as that you would buy in store. But then maybe people don't realize that it's really easy to make fake reviews. You can pay people, you just make a bunch of accounts, write a bunch of good reviews, and if there are any bad reviews, usually the person will delete them, or they'll like leave one or two up just because it'll make the site seem more legitimate. But usually it's not. And buying these cosmetics can be quite harmful if you actually use them. Okay. So we're going to talk about why this has been going on for so long and why it's really hard to get this resolved. And one of those issues are like these retailers that sell the counterfeits. They can pop up in one place with their products and then they'll be there for a short amount of time, and then when they get suspicious or they think they need to move, they'll ghost and they'll pop up somewhere else, either with the same name on a different website, or they'll pop up somewhere, or the same sites with different names, just so it's harder to keep track of them. And like, I did some digging around. We're going to talk about that later in the video, but I bet you that if I were to go back and look for some of the same things that I saw, that I wouldn't see them, or there maybe be some different pictures or different names there that weren't there before, just because they move around so frequently, because what they're doing is illegal. They're basically taking someone else's product, replicating it in a way that could be harmful to others, and they're making a profit off of it. Another reason why it's still an issue is because we're still buying it. There's such a high demand to have the new it thing, right? So like, for me, I didn't get the Shane Dawson palette, but I really wanted it, but I wasn't gonna risk going to try to find it somewhere where it could be harmful, just because I don't want to have those issues that come along with applying that to your face. You can get all sorts of nasty infections and stuff from it, so yeah, I didn't really want to risk that, and I really hope that you wouldn't want that either. So we're going to talk a little bit about what can happen if you actually apply these products to your skin, and also kind of like a story that I heard while watching some other videos on this about like what has happened to a couple of people. So consumers of these products have been complaining of getting eye infections, allergic reactions, skin rashes, swollen lips, and chemical burns, and so much more. Really not something that you want to have happen on your face. It could be very painful. They could have long-lasting damages. Some people have vision vision problems after like putting it near their eye, just because there could be metals, there could be other sorts of harmful materials in them. One of the stories that I found was a girl had been searching for a Kylie lip kit. So she found one on eBay and she bought it, and she said she immediately put it on and it seemed fine. But a few minutes later she couldn't open her mouth, and that's when she found out that it was actually super glue that just had some pigment in it. So that's really dangerous because, for one, it's really hard to get off. She said she had to use 100% acetone. She tried to like rub it all over her lips, and then that really started hurting. So then she went to butter and started rubbing butter all over her lips, and eventually it came off. But like, that's still a really scarring experience to deal with that, because not only is it painful, also you really have no idea what you just put on your lips, where it's been, how it was made, and I don't know, who knows if it like rips some of her skin off, because when you if you put it on your fingers, you can rip some of your skin off. So I really don't want to figure that out. Yeah, people have so many different stories. I could make an entire video on these stories, but I won't, because that would take an hour. Anyways, we're going to talk about what I found when I was looking on the internet for these products, so let's get into that. So it looks like you guys are going to have to wait till next week to figure out what I found while I was looking around. There's some pretty disturbing things that I have discovered, but I kind of want to share them with you because it's educational, just so you guys can see exactly how bad this has gotten. Again, I just want to say that I'm not trying to bash anybody. I'm just trying to make an educational video. So, I mean, if you didn't like it, don't watch it. This is really how it goes. But if you liked it, make sure you share it with other people, and stay tuned for next week. We're doing part 2, where we talk about what I saw, and also the brands and what they have to say about it, what information they give you on it, where their legitimate retailers are, and just how they're handling it in general, just their views on it. So yeah, and again, don't forget to check out the giveaway if you're not in it already. I'll put my Instagram down in the description, and as well as link to the video. Let's get to 100 subscribers soon so we can give that away, and thanks again for watching.